Okay, so the next skill is teamwork. So breaking teamwork down. Um, so one of the big parts of teamwork as a leader is sometimes you do things that you don't necessarily have to. You do things out of wanting to help your team and being there for people, not just because it's required of you or because someone told you to. You do stuff for people because you care about them. Who would have thought about that at a camp like this? And then another thing is making sure everybody knows that their input is helpful. And you want everybody's input so that everybody can be happy and feel like they're contributing. You don't want your unit to become a dictatorship, because nobody likes that. And then another one, you be the role model and you do what you expect others to be doing. And so if you're going to ask somebody in your unit, one of the counselors, to do something, you should be willing to do it yourself as well, and show that you're willing to do it by being that example and doing it. So be willing to do the different jobs that we have at camp, and show by your example that you will, and that everyone else should be willing to do it too. Okay, so now moving on to communication. With communication, a big part of it is expressing yourself clearly and concisely. Doing it in the smallest, least number of words that you can. So I think I might need to work on that communication based off of this video. But another thing that helps with that communication is sometimes writing down what you expect others to do. If they have it written down, they can remember it easier. Also, other than just expressing yourself clearly, you need to make sure that you're listening closely to what other people have to say, especially the concerns that they have. And you can do this by making good eye contact, nodding, and like leaning in, showing your intent and listening, and then also paraphrasing and repeating what has been said to clarify that you understand what they've said. So then the last skill is accessibility. So you need to make sure that the other counselors in your unit have access to you. They need to know where you're going to be throughout the day so that they can contact you if something's going wrong. Most of the time, you'll be with them, right next to them the whole day. But there are other times, like during your break, or other times where you'll be required to leave, and they'll need to know where you are so that they can contact you. If somebody has a concern, make time to talk to them about it. And if you don't have time at the very moment when they come to you, make sure that you set apart time later to talk to them. Tell them, hey, we're a little busy right now, can't talk about it at this moment, but come to me in 20 minutes and then we can talk about it. Or in an hour, or at lunchtime or something. Make sure you don't forget that concern and make sure that you talk with them. And then also follow up with them throughout the day, and follow through on what you said you would do to help. You can't just tell them that you're going to help them and then forget about it and leave them out to dry. And you should also check and see if the suggestions you give them have helped. And then make sure you have open body language. If you're constantly crossing your arms and stuff like that, it becomes intimidating, and our minds naturally feel less inclined to divulge things to somebody who is more closed off. So be open and attentive. and then sustain eye contact, because that's one of the best ways of showing that you have interest. And so those are the skills that they wanted us to talk about. And then the last thing, for the schedule, you will each get a schedule of the week, and your counselors, if they don't also end up getting one, most will end up having their own schedule, but if they don't have one, they're going to be asking you all the time, so make sure you're aware of the schedule and that you stay on top of things. But that's it for the unit leader training. So thank you guys for being willing to be unit leaders. We're counting on you this year. This is going to be awesome.